Hello. My hair is a mess, so we're just gonna put it back and pretend like it's not there. But hello. It is Friday, September 19th at almost 3 p.m. and I thought we could do a little weekend reading vlog. I thought that could be a little bit fun, and I thought I would show you a few things that I recently bought at a local book event. It was kind of like all these local shops, their theme for the night was like a different book genre. So I picked up a few things I thought I would show you. And then also in this vlog, I want to make a TBR jar. I want to donate all the books. If you haven't watched my unhaul, I will link it down below and in the cards. I'm going to be taking those books to a local bookstore and seeing what I can get for trade-in or just cash. And I'll do that on Sunday after church because I'll be over in that direction. And yeah, we'll also be doing some reading because kind of the point of this channel. But first I have this enamel pin, and it is ACOTAR, and it is the dresser that Feyre paints when she lives at home, and I just thought it was really cool. And then I've got this, let me take it out of the plastic so it doesn't make all this noise. I have this book review pad. I thought this would be cute to fill out and put at the front of the books that I'm keeping so that I can just like open the book, and if I need to review it or recommend it in a book, recommend it in a video, I can just have this little cute pad. And if I'm not keeping the book, I can also just put it in my journal because, you know. And then I got these two stickers. One's not bookish, but I'll show you anyway. It's Dr. Pepper Girly. And then I like my book spicy. I just dropped it. I like my book spicy. And then I got this Kindle grip. And it says Hopeless Romantic Reader Society, Falling in Love One Page at a Time. And it is just this cute pink Kindle grip. And yeah, so that is my little mini haul. I am actually going to be leaving my house pretty soon because I'm going to be picking up some books that I won in a raffle at that event that I went to. I won 2 special editions. One is Fourth Wing and the second one is Iron Flame. I didn't even really look at them that well. I just wanted to enter the raffle, but it's cool that they're special editions and I will definitely show you what they look like. And yeah, so that is the current update. Like I said, it's almost 3 p.m. I'll probably leave my house around 3:30 to get over there before they close so I can pick up my prize. And I'm going to take my laptop and go to my mom's house because we always on Fridays watch Project Runway. And if you are watching, I want to know who you're rooting for. I'm rooting for Utica, aka Ethan, because I loved him on Drag Race. And also Jesus. I really like Jesus, which I did not like Jesus at the beginning, but I really warmed up to him. So if you watch Project Runway, let me know who you're thinking for the finale. But yeah, so I am going to skedaddle on out of here and I will update you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna probably get down to my smaller camera because this bad boy is pretty big with my mic and my light on it. So I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, what is up? It is now 10:17 on Friday and I just watched Project Runway. If you know, you know. Wow, that ending. I thought there was something in my hair. I wanted to show you the copies of Iron Flame and Fourth Wing that I got as a prize for a raffle that I entered, and yeah, they're really cool. I really like them and I'm really glad that I own them now. These are actually my first special edition books. I just don't gravitate towards buying them, but I thought this was a cool raffle, so I will show you Fourth Wing first. These are from the company Acrylipix Bookish Nook. This is Fourth Wing. So it's got some gold detailing that says Fourth Wing and Rebecca Yarros, and it's got violet on the front, And the side looks like this, and the back says, "A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead." And it said that in the gold foiling. I'm trying not to blind you. And then on the side we have Violet here. So that is very beautiful. And then Iron Flame, we have Xaden on the front, and just says Iron Flame, and on the back it says, "I choose you not as my next but as my last. Should you fall, then I will follow." And it has Xaden on the side, and the bottoms are the same. So pretty. I love them so much. I can't wait to display them. I have read these two. I have not read Onyx Storm yet because I'm a failure, but this is them side by side. Super excited about that. And then they also came with these page, what are they, overlays, and you basically put them over the page that it tells you to put them on, and it's art for those pages. So for Fourth Wing, for example, there's one for chapter 2, Violet crossing the parapet, but so these are really cool, and I will be putting these in the special editions. So yeah, I also wrote over 2,000 words while I was over at my mom's house. I was there for a few hours while she was working, and I brought my laptop, and I am writing a cowboy romance, if you didn't know, and I got a little over 2,000 words written, which is really exciting. And yes, so we've had a productive day. I am very tired. I'm usually in bed by now, so I am going to take a shower, take off my makeup, and I work 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow, and then I'm off Sunday, so that should be good. I also want to read some of Migrations tonight by Charlotte McConaughey. I want to say that's how you say her last name. I've been reading that. I don't have it with me right now, but it's in the other room. That is a very good lit fic climate fiction book, following our main character. What is her name? I can't think of her name right now, but she is following these birds that are going extinct basically, and wants to see them on their last migration. And we're also dealing with her mental health and some trauma she's gone through, and it's just really good. And I've really loved her last book, Wild Dark Shore. I rated that 5 stars, and so yeah, I'm very excited to continue with Migrations. I'm also listening to Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, and I believe I'm about 17 or 18% into that. And I've been listening to it while I'm in bed at night, so I haven't gotten like super far. Yeah, I'm 18% of the way through that, and I'm loving that. That follows our main character, Opal, and Opal is a homeless young adult. I don't think she's a teenager anymore, but she and her brother have been living in a motel due to a deal her mother struck up with the owner before she passed away. And Opal is just trying to make ends meet and trying to send her brother off to college in a better town that he can live a better life in. What are y'all doing? And she ends up getting a deal to basically be a cleaner at a haunted house. And it's kind of hinting that the house is interested in her, and the keeper of the house, the guy who lives in the house, is kind of like not wanting her to be involved. He's like talking to the house and telling the house to leave her alone and stuff. And it's just really interesting, and I'm really vibing with it so far, and it's just fitting the perfect spooky season vibes. So those are the 2 books that I'm reading right now, and yeah, so I will talk to you guys a little bit later, probably tomorrow, not later, but I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Hey guys, so it is now Sunday, and I have a few things to share with you. One is a reading update. I have not read any more of Migrations. I just didn't pick it up this weekend, but I did get to, let me pull it up, 36% of the way through Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, and I'm really enjoying it. I will say it's not feeling like a 5-star, it's feeling more like a 4-star right now. There's just some repetitiveness that I just feel like we could have cut out about our main character, Opal. And yeah, but so far I'm really enjoying it. This is my second Alex E. Harrow novel, and I just love their writing. So yeah, but I donated, I think 22 or 23 books today, and I got some money back, and so of course I ended up getting some more books. I actually, when I was filming those clips that I just showed you guys in the bookstore of some books that I was just pulling out and looking at, there was this woman giving me the dirtiest look, and I think it was because there's a lot of resellers at that specific location that will just go on any day because they put out books every day, and they will just fill their cart with like really popular books that people want, and they will resell them, which, you know, I'm not here to say that's right or wrong. I just don't do it. But yeah, so, oh my gosh, my battery's about to die. I'm gonna switch to my phone. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. My battery was about to die. So, but yeah, she was giving me the dirtiest look because a lot of times these resellers will stand in the aisle in front of like the popular books, and they'll just be scanning them, and you can see that they're checking the prices online. And I think that's what she thought I was doing, because she just kept like giving me this look, and I was literally just filming the clips for you guys. But it was just kind of funny. I was just like, please, I want to read these books, like. But I thought I would share with y'all what I got. And yeah, so first I found Binti. I found it for $6. Binti is a fantasy novel. I believe it's high fantasy, where it's like its own world and own rules and everything. But this is the first book in the complete trilogy with a brand new Binti story. Oh, is this, wait, hold on. I think this is the, I didn't realize this. I thought this was just the first one. This is the complete trilogy of Binti. That's so cool. The more you know. But I know nothing much about this book. I know Kayla from Books and Lala really liked it. And yeah, I trust Kayla. But I had no idea that this was all 3 books. That's so cool. So yeah. Next, I got Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. If you can't tell, I've become kind of a fangirl for her. I'm currently reading Migrations. I read One Dark Shore earlier this year, and now I have Once There Were Wolves. So this was $5, and it's in pretty good condition. And I also know nothing about this. I just know that there were once wolves. So next, for $2.25, I picked up Night by Eli Wiesel, I believe it's sorry, I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. I read this a few times in school. I read it in middle school, and then I read it in high school. I read it my sophomore year of high school and my 8th grade year of middle school. And this is the winner of the 1986 Nobel Peace Prize. This book is very heavy, but I think it's so important. And so when I thought, when I saw it, it's like I've already read it a few times, but this is one of those books that has stuck with me over the years, and I think it's important, especially because we have genocides actively happening right now in the world, in Palestine, and I don't know. I think that these stories need to live on, and if that means that I'm the one reading them, then that's what it is. But that is his real life account of being taken by the Nazis and put in a concentration camp, and that is his account and his story, and his, I believe, the experience of, I believe he goes with his father into this concentration camp, if I remember correctly. But that book is full of trigger warnings, but I think, like I said, it's very important to remember these stories and to experience them. So, and next I picked up, if I can get it out, The 10,000 Doors of January for $15. I mean, it's a really nice copy, so I'm not mad about it. This is also by Alex E. Harrow. As you can tell, I'm kind of finding authors that I really enjoy, and I just have loved the writing of Starling House and Once and Future Witches so much by Alex E. Harrow that I saw this and I was like, why not add to the party? So, don't know anything about this, just know the author. And finally, I picked up these 2 books for a total, for both of them, being, I think, $24. I'm really bad at math, but it is Realm Breaker and Blade Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. These bad boys are in really good condition. And it's really funny because I got these books because I heard someone talk about them and say that they were like the Lord of the Rings, like that they are an adventure book and you get like a ragtag group of people all together to do this quest. And they just kept comparing it to the Lord of the Rings, and I was like, I'm sold. I have never read or watched the Lord of the Rings. But I want to be a Lord of the Rings girly so badly. I just don't have the commitment right now to do that. I've read part of The Hobbit. I have not finished The Hobbit. But I'm trying to take the stickers off while I'm talking. I'm sorry. But I just thought that that was so funny. Was my selling point was that it was the Lord of the Rings. And I think Victoria Aveyard has even come out and said that this was inspired by the Lord of the Rings. But I remember a booktuber saying it reminded them of the Lord of the Rings. But how many times can I say the Lord of the Rings? This is, somebody has started annotating it. It doesn't look like they highlighted, they just put, they were either characters or places. And then they had another tab and oh, there's more. They wrote, he, my Pookie Wookie survived, I'm so happy. I love that so much. Yeah, so this is the first and second book. I believe this is the second book and this is the first book. But yeah, so that is my little haul for y'all. But yes, so now all that's left that I'm going to be doing in this vlog is making a TBR jar. I thought about making a prompt jar because I thought that maybe that would be a little bit more freedom for me. But the thing is that I don't plan on doing like monthly TBRs. Like if you've noticed, well, okay, so if you've noticed, I deleted over 100 videos. Well, I privated over 100 videos on this channel, and now this will be my third video on this channel. Just know that there's a backlog of over 100 privated videos on this channel. But I never have done monthly TBRs. I've done them for readathons and for like themed videos, but I've never done like a monthly TBR just because I am such a mood reader. And you're like, Lauren, how's that going to work with a TBR prompt jar? And the answer is I just want to get through my physical TBR a little bit more because I do use my library a lot and I am constantly bringing new books in. So I want to get through those books, and I'm just going to be pulling when I feel like it for a video 1, 2, or 3 books from that jar that I either have to read or have to unhaul. So I just thought I would share that with y'all, and I'm gonna get to that. There's a jar. It's not really a jar, it's more of like a little vase thing, but we'll call it a jar. So that is what is going on, and I'm gonna find space for these on my bookshelf, and yeah, we'll move on from there. Hey guys, it is a little bit later and I have finished my TBR jar, my TBR container. They are super tiny, so there's a lot more than it looks in here, but I did not realize how big my TBR was until I started writing down all my TBR books. So I'm glad I'm doing this. So be on the lookout on my channel for this series that I will be doing, the Read It or Unhaul It series. And yeah, I'm just folding some of them a little bit smaller so they all match. But yeah, so we finally got that done. That'll sit there on my desk for now. I'm gonna edit this video, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, leave a black heart emoji, and yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. It really helps me out, and I will see you later. Bye.